everybody, this is N.M.P.D here, and today I feel like talking about this Nova Online guy again for the second time. Because he has been taking nothing more than L's lately, if not almost all the time. Because there have been leaks of him with his weirdo pacifiers or with him wearing baby clothes. Like, it's pretty disturbing weirdo stuff that I will get into later on in this video. He ended up making a Discord server at some point for the fourth time, and he was at it again like he did the first three times, being an EDP and befriending minors. And apparently the server also had a bunch of NSFW, even though they made it clear that it wasn't going to be NSFW. That shit was still in there anyway. And on top of that, there have been some of the moderators there apparently have been extremely racist. They've been saying a bunch of racist shit on the Discord, which really makes me convinced if Nova is racist, because people who tend to associate with people who are extremely racist like that, they tend to be just like them, but they have their own ways being sneaky about it, let's just say. They love to think that they're sneaky, but to me, their cover has just been blown if you immediately stick by with those people who are like that. Like, I don't care how you try to spin this, it's nothing but excuses. You're one of them if you associate with them, just like associating with predators. It really makes me think, are you one of those guys? If not, prove it by cutting them the fuck off. And if you're not willing to do that, then it just shows, you know? It really does show. The suspicions are there. Here's an instant where Nova befriended a user who has confirmed to be the age of 17 years old. You think maybe in your late 18 years or 19, you would probably come to a sense and say that, you know, I should stop befriending cupcakes. I mean, what the hell is there to talk about with those cupcakes, man? Like, what is there to get into here? I should probably befriend people my own age. But no. Given in Nova's case, he doesn't care who it is so long if they kiss his ass, then he basically doesn't care who you are, even especially if you are a racist and you're just as weird as him. He's welcome in all arms for that kind of crowd. And in the server, one of the mods is only 15, and the reason why that this cupcake granted mod permissions was because he sang in the voice chat. That's all it takes apparently to get up to the higher levels of the tree. Jesus, man, he really is the well-known Discord EDP by far, and he's definitely got that stereotypical look with that too. It's really sad. At the end of the day, all those choices and decisions he made, he did it all to himself, and he can't blame anybody else but himself for his own actions. And now the next thing that I feel like showing you a lot is Nova doing some weird TikTok dance, and in the process while he's doing that, everybody was basically spamming in the chat calling him Diaper Boy. Just spamming it with giving him like the pointing finger emoji. just straight up calling him Diaper Boy because of the past leaked images of him wearing diapers. It's just, why? I still will not get that out of my head. Like, what? Why does a 20-year-old man need diapers? He has no case for that, though. If someone were to have it because they have a serious condition like IBS, then I can totally understand, and I would feel pity for you, because ain't no way I want that happening to me. But this dude, he just wants to wear for the sake of wearing it. It's still weird. Come on. And the fact that there was leaked photos of that, like, do you not have any shame? And of course, he had to pull the EDP technique in case if someone were to refer to his past. He immediately turns off the comments. I mean, I get it, it's TikTok, he can do what he wants, but given his case, he's definitely weak for that. That's for sure. And there's also another clip of his live stream where he was making another one of his chords, and somebody in the chat asked him a pretty fair and reasonable question. Scratch that, there was definitely a ton of people questioning it. Nova, why is your server 18 plus, but you give a moderator to a 15-year-old?
That's it.
Yep, and just like that, he pulled yet again an EDP 445 by immediately banning anyone to comment about what he did in that 4th Discord server that he attempted to make. And speaking of his Discord server being gone, we will look into the highlights of that during the process when his server got nuked. And I gotta say, when I first looked at it, the way that he said, "not the server," was fucking funny. Not gonna lie. Okay, man. This is honestly sad. Like, the dude, it's already worse enough for Nova here that he can't even clean up his own room, or even his own home in general. That's really sad. And it's also sad that he doesn't really have much self-respect of himself. And now we're on to a point where he can't even open an energy drink without getting a plastic fork out. That's really sad. I mean, I can understand if he has really short fingernails, but in my case, at least, when I had short fingernails and I've been having a hard time opening the can, I managed to open it regardless. With my fingers. Not even once did I considered, like, grabbing a plastic utensil to rely on opening a can. I don't know. I guess that's different for everybody, but that's just the first for me to see that.
Oh no. Oh no, not the server! The server got nuked! Server! No! Fuck! 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 I wanna fucking... I swear to fucking God! And there goes the server. Seriously? Fuck me sideways! Not even 5 fucking days. The server's already gone. Someone...
Yeah, Nova, you can immediately shut that shit up. You're not doing any of that. You're only saying that because you didn't get your way with the Discord server. So as to be expected, when the server got nuked, Nova, just sitting there in the back of his chair while he was making those chords, had this goofy reaction, being like, "No, not the server." When I first heard him say it like that, I was dying. I couldn't stop laughing after hearing that when I first saw the clip. And of course, he threw a bit of a hissy fit in the process, which is to be expected from somebody like him. And then Nova, out of nowhere, wanted people to fuck him sideways, which is, pretty, gay. I don't swing that way, so no thank you. I have relationships with women and sex with men. So you can go find somebody else who's into that. But what really genuinely pissed me off in that clip, when I first said, Nova, you need to shut that shit up, was when he said a couple of times that he wanted to harm himself, which, let's be real here, he doesn't have the guts to actually physically harm himself. And him saying those things is going to take it away from people who actually tend to keep their word. You cannot be saying those things, Nova. You just can't. Shout out to the Chin universe, by the way, for these clips. As if that wasn't worse enough. Way before the nuked incident of that Discord server, he was pressuring Cupcakes, saying that he was gonna do this and that he was depressed. And yeah, overall, he was just really, really pressuring these Cupcakes. And of course, they don't even know what to do in the situation. Like, again, dude, you cannot be going around doing that kind of shit, especially if it's Cupcakes. Like, if you are really feeling that way, you need to seek out an actual professional. You are a 20-year-old grown man. I'm pretty sure you're able to do that if you can. And well, if you can't, I'm pretty sure they have something for online therapy, which I hope I'm right. Because if you think you can rely on randos on Discord, especially if they're Cupcakes, telling them about your personal issues, then there's clearly something wrong here, especially with you. Honestly, I don't know why I haven't been this harsh on him when it comes to that yet. I don't know. If Nova was actually around his 30s and he's still doing this, then yeah, the gloves would be off. I would be harsh about it and tell him to basically figure that shit out for yourself. Like, dude, you are around 30. You should know these things already. Anyways, moving on to the finale of this video, which is the leaked photos of Nova's weirdo fetish, baby gear like pacifiers. These leaks came out by random people that talked to this guy on Discord, and he just willingly showed off and basically glazed about his pacifier collection to some rando. And then another one where he showed a picture of himself using the pacifier and wearing some baby pajamas or something. Like, it's so fucking weird. So I can totally see why it got leaked, because the dude behind that, let's be real, he didn't ask for it. I really don't understand this logic. The moment that he goes live, he's unwilling to talk about the whole Twinkle Twinkle Little Star incident or his 15-year-old co-host that he had at one point or time. He's unwilling to talk about that, but of course, he's willing to talk about the degenerate stuff he's into, everything perverted that he does. Of course, he's willing to talk about that with his Discord buddy trolls. It's so weird. I just don't get it. Like, dude, if I were to have shit that I'm into, I would just keep it to myself within the grave. Like, come on, man. Don't even put that out there. Look, here in the new Mombasa, I don't give a damn usually with whatever the hell you're into, so long if it isn't actually harmful and it isn't anything that's actually illegal in the stance, then whatever, be it as it may. But the moment you've decided to put it out there in the public and let everybody know what the hell you're into, don't act surprised if people were to out you for whatever it is you're into, or even go as far as to kink shame you. Given Nova's history, along with what the hell he's into with this whole diaper and pacifiers thing, it's clearly not a good mix, and the signs are there. Nova is a potential danger, and I don't even know how law enforcement from wherever he's at hasn't even known this yet after the 4th time throughout his Discord server. It's just crazy. Nova should seriously count his lucky stars that he is somehow not in jail after all this time. And at the end of all this, Nova's gonna plan on making a Discord server for about either a year and a half or another year. So it really does go and show that he's learned absolutely nothing throughout the 4 times that his Discord servers got nuked and exposed. There's obviously more Nova lore and more leaks of like the disturbing images, but I'd figured showing 2 would be more than enough because the rest of them are way worse than those 2, probably. I don't know. Either way, I don't want to show the rest of that. It's pretty disturbing and disgusting stuff. If you want to see it yourself, then search it at your own risk. So that's about it. I don't feel like making this video any longer than it needs to. So if you like it, be sure to leave a like, subscribe for more. And until then, I'll see you guys next time.